because I think with my observation, but also with my kind of research background and the thing that I've been working on, it shows that the men are more affected now, especially in Rwanda.
hari uburyo twabagaho ubuzima bwa kera tugiservinga uyu munsi dushobora kuba turimo turakururana ariko twakwicara hamwe tukavuga abo biservinga bakuru bacu nabo natwe byaranda cyangwa se n'abarumuna bacu kuko twakwicara tugashaka the solution.
It is very, I think this is the love. The love is that you have someone, you understand someone, you understand the journey, the vision, because vision ni inzira. Ariko wowe ushobora kuba wanyuze inzira yagutindije cyangwa yakwihutije ariko wagezeyo. Ukuntu yagezeyo se aburi yarabizi. Ariko abizi ko yagezeyo, arakwizeye ko ubutumwa yaguhaye wabugejejeyo. Ariko inzira wanyuzemo ntabwo yizi.
Twicaye tukarwanya intambara y'amagambo kuko noneho dufite umutekano wo kuba twapfa tukaganira. Kera tuvuge yenda hari igihe urubyiruko rutabashaga kwicara gutya ngo ruganire isaha yose ishire. Recently we didn't do it. Kandi hari abatekereza ko yenda kudakingura ahubwo ukiruka ari umuco kuko ariko kera byakorwaga.
Ubu rero aho niho tuzareba ese bifata iki umuntu, because now we're talking about humanity, we're not talking about labels, we're not talking about gay, lesbian, blah 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 blah. Ubu ngubu ni intera intambwe gutya nzamutse nteye metero 100. Umuntu nkeneye ni muri icyo gihe muri metero 100 zanjye njya muri kilometero 2. Umuntu nkeneye ni umuntu uri muri metero 100.
But how would you know the wrong and the right side?
And yeah, you will only know when you get educated about something.
Right.
Let's say we have a topic LGBTQ+, you know, or we have a topic mental health.
Moses, welcome on Vanilla Taboo.
Thanks, Simba. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you here.
A pleasure.
So, Moses, before you traveled to Italy,
yeah,
of course, we sat down and we spoke about this whole initiative.
Yeah.
And you had agreed to talk to us regarding mental health as a whole. And we actually had some discussions. And the only reason why it didn't materialize because there was some stuff that wasn't ready yet. People saying, getting this camera there.
Nice. Now we have a whole crew.
Yeah, now things are more like it.
Well done.
So now you come back and it's no longer mental health. It's mental health in men. Why is that?
Why is that? Because I think with my observation, but also with my kind of research background and the thing that I've been working on, it shows that the men are more affected now, especially in Rwanda. And I think it's the affecting of this toxicity or like some barriers, boundaries that needs a man to be kind of macho, how we describe them, the men to be macho, but also to be vulnerable at the same time. The influence of a woman, the power of a woman that kind of make a woman feel suppressed or feel like there's not man enough.
Yeah.
And being man enough is not just because you're a man, it's also mentally the strength that you have to cope with what is happening, with the situation, with the reality. And the reality of today is opposite, it's completely different from the reality of 30 years ago, of the reality of our parents,
100%.
Of our ancestors. It hits different. So that's why I think, you know, it's time that also men kind of speak up a little bit on their mental health and their mental state.
Right. So I actually recently just had a talk with Keza.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was sharing my story with her and we spoke about this. And we also touched a little bit on the mental health in men and the stigma behind mental health in men and not having the freedom or the comfort to express ourselves because of that stigma. Do you think also what causes mental health in men is that stigma of being tough and not being able or looked down when you speak? Yeah,
it is the stigma, and I think now people, especially men are carrying a lot of stigma according to like unfinished, I call them unfinished businesses of their parents, unfinished businesses of our ancestors, unfinished businesses of like wherever we come from. So in Kinyarwanda baravuga ngo utazi yava ntamenye yanjye. So ariko hari aho tuva. Yeah, of course, sure, appreciate it, thank you. Yeah, thanks. But then there's also a saying that if utazi yava atamenye yajya, but ariko abazi iyo bava ni bakeya. So especially now, men who know really where they're coming from, not coming from like a district, like the history, their origins, their roots, or the culture that were practiced by their ancestors, then trying to find the balance, a fusion. They want to copy immediately like the picture, you know, like my dad is like this, he got married at 25, oh, because I'm getting married at 30, you feel like something had to cover churches. Biri hands out could be amazing. And social media, as more internet, the development of like tech and everything, we have so many things that we're accessing, the many information that we're accessing, and we're struggling so much to process or to live with what we are seeing. Because the time you have an information, you hear buying information, it's better you use it. Otherwise, you not be the same person that didn't have that information. If you're informed about something, if I'm informed about this coffee, that I know that is a coffee, I have to smell it, or I will just go and see. Like, I don't know how the coffee looks like, I don't know the color, and I will not think about it. But if you know the color, you know the smell, at a certain time, you will actually relate to it because you know how it smells.
Yeah. So you think that we are holding too tight on culture and what life used to be coming through into this life and reality of today?
Yeah. Holding too tight to the culture, holding too tight to the family, to the religion, to the geographic areas we come from, holding tight to everything that was part of our lives that doesn't necessarily define who we are today.
But you know, change is not easy. You know, embracing change and processing change is not easy. And it's always hard when you are told to do things differently to what you were used to, because sometimes also what you used to, what your brain is used to doing, the body follows. It's like a program.
Absolutely.
And it's not easy for us also to adapt. So as I sometimes get to speak to our elders and challenge each other and have these debates, akenshi usanga batubwira ko natwe urubyiruko rw'uyu munsi we are extremists, tujyana kure cyane. Do you think nibyo koko we exaggerating and going too far, or cyangwa we are moving at the right speed?
Ndemeranya nabo nkanahakana nabo. So one thing is that we are moving too fast for them. You know, niyo ngo nutemera urukwavu yemera ko ruzi kwiruka. You know, but turabizi ko n'urwirukaho nyine ruragusiga. That's something you know for sure. So it is okay. Ikibazo gihari nuko batari kwemera ko nyine urukwavu rwiruka kandi rushobora kugusiga. Until urwirutseho nigo uprovinga ko urukwavu ruzi kwiruka. Naho ruri hariya
ariko bitekereza ni nk'urwo rukwavu ruri kwiruka rufite umugozi ukuziritse ukuguru rugatangira kwiruka cyane rugukurura rukubangamira nawe, ariko
ruri bugereho igihe umwe araca urukwavu yahita ruraca cya kiziriko rwiruke ruri free, cyangwa se urufate uruzirike. N'uruzirika ntabwo uri bumenye ko ruzi kwiruka, ariko ni guca mu myanya y'intoki rugaca wa mugozi wari urufatishije ruriruka, kandi n'urwirukaho ntabwo uri burufate kuko urabizi ko ruzi kwiruka.
Dushatse se ubundi buryo tuvuge urwo rukwavu na nyirarwo bakagenda nyirarwo
birashoboka
ku increasing speed gake narwo rukagabanya speed kugira ngo bagire bahurire bagere icyarimwe.
uzi igihe byashoboka icyo gihe ni ukubanza kumvikana n'urukwavu. Ni ukubanza kumenya ko urukwavu urabizi ko ruzi kwiruka, ukavata urukwavu ukarushyira mu rugo, ukabanza ukaba familia narwo, ukamenya ati niyo ahantu hamanuka rurigwiruka gutya, iyo turi ahazamuka narwo rurananirwa, ukarutegera ukazamenya ko urutegera ahazamuka, ariko nimumanuka ruzagusiga. So niko kugendana kwa nyabyo.
So don't you think that rwa rukwavu rugarutse gato na nyirarwo nawe akemera ko twicare tuganire twumvikane at what speed are going to go to, and then kugira ngo tujye dushaka kugira kandi tubagerere icyarimwe utansize cyane cyangwa nkururumbangamire nanjye nk'urukwavu nanjye nkurure,
cyangwa ukajya usiga ahamanuka tugahura nkagufatira ahazamuka.
ariko bijyanye ndumva ku ruhande rwanjye icyo bakiza ari uko
mwagendana ku murongo umwe.
urwo rukwavu na nyirarwo bakwicara hasi bagashaka bakaganira. How do we go to the point dushaka usanga
ukamenya ese ukamenya niba urwo rukwavu rukunda kubyuka kare rukajya kwiruka rukagaruka, nawe uri bubyuke saa 3 ugafata isuku ukajya mu murima, n'urukwavu rukajya gushaka ibyo kurya ahandi mutari kumwe, ariko rugataha mu rugo.
Niba bakwisobanura impamvu ukunda kuzinduka byari gutera ikibazo kwa byari binteye ikibazo kwanga na nyirarwo, wasobanurira
ukumva koko rukunda amazi ya saa 11,
rukunda sunrise, whatever it is. So I think the best way to look at it is to sit down, baganire bari aho bahuriye. So to bring back in our own lives, and what we're talking about, the topic of conversation, do you think, or rather do you believe that hari uburyo twabagaho ubuzima bwa kera tugiservinga uyu munsi dushobora kuba turimo turakururana, ariko twakwicara hamwe tukavuga tuti abo biservinga bakuru bacu nabo natwe byaranda cyangwa se n'abarumuna bacu, ubwo ko twakwicara tugashaka solution?
Yego, ibyo birashoboka. Hakenewe ikintu bitwa kwigomwa ikintu kitagurwa, ikintu utagura amafaranga. Ni iki? Ni iki kintu ushaka kutagura amafaranga? Okay, icyo ni kimwe. Wakwigomwa urukundo se gute?
Umwanya.
Ibyo ni bibiri, nibyo bintu bibiri dukeneye. Reka duhere kuri ibyo gusa. Kwigomwa umwanya n'urukundo. Ni ukuvuga kwigomwa urukundo. Iyo wigomwa urukundo, iyo njye nigomwa urukundo no kuvuga ngo nguha umwanya. Ni ukuvuga ni wa mwanya nari kuba ndimo njyenyine, icyo twita selfishness. Umwanya uba urimo wenyine. Abantu benshi iyo umuntu akunda kuba ari wenyine cyangwa yigurira ibintu kurikunda, ukigurira akenda keza ariko urikunda, ugahumura neza urikunda, you loving yourself. Igihe nguhaye umwanya, iyo uvuze ati Moses tubona ejo saa 7:30, saa 7:30 nkaba ndi hano, mba nigomwe rwa rukundo rwanjye, kuko noneho nkuzanyemo. Ubu ndi kuvugana na Simba saa 7:30, tujye gufata isaha no kuvuga ngo rwa rukundo rwanjye nako ndi njyenyine, cyangwa se ndi guha undi muntu cyangwa abandi bantu benshi bitewe n'ibihari n'ibyo dukorana, naruhaye wowe kuko naguhaye umwanya. Rero ni habaho icyo kintu cyo gutanga umwanya kwa shebuja w'urukwavu, azavuga atari kubundi kuki warukwavu ubyuka saa 11 uvuza amasafuriya mu nzu, biba byenze bite? Umenye ko urukwavu wenda ruri gushaka ibyaraye.
Ndumva example nayitekereje gukora neza kuko nanjye nabitekerejeho. Hamwe ureba ukavuga ese kuki Moses ashobora gutandukanye nanjye, ndavuga nanjye reka muhe urwo rukundo n'uwo mwanya, mutega amatwi numve how different do we are, or are we actually different?
Yes, exactly.
Are we not?
Are we?
And the only way to find out for me was to do that, to sit down with you and try and have this conversation and find out if we actually are you know, really different. And very well that it fell also under the context of mental health in men, because like I told you, like we always speak about, like the previous interview I had with Kiz, that is something also familiar within me, you know. And when it comes to you, how do you deal with mental health, especially in what you do?
Yeah. First thing, how I deal with my mental health, I love myself most. If I love myself most, I secure as much as time I can for my own. To value my own understanding and my own thinking, my independence.
And you're not worried that sometimes that could be seen or categorized as being selfish?
No, I'm selfish to the strangers. Yeah, but not selfish to my environment. Which means I can be in my moment when I'm talking to someone who relates to me, who related to me previously as well, who related to me when I was in primary school, for instance. who related to me when I was born. My mom, my dad, my siblings, my employees. That's my family. I'm not a stranger. I'm not selfish to those people. And for me, if I'm selfish to the universe, because the universe now is big, the universe of technology, the universe of government, the universe of rules, the universe of certain multiple structures, mental health, therapists, you know, and that is that. And family-wise, probably I have someone I talk to, because now the traditional or the structured mental health issues or therapists, oh, the therapist is not only the categorized or the PhD mentor, the qualified, good point. It's not the qualified mentor, the therapist. Maybe my therapist is my mom.
Yeah.
Maybe my therapist is my Bible. Maybe my therapist can be different things.
Yeah. But talking about your mom, what does family say about designing?
They love it. They appreciate it. It has been a journey as well, because like let's say for instance when I started, it was also something not familiar. Ese bite kuri ko mbona kuri umu engineer bigenze bite ko mbona kucyara hani ko kujye kugira kandi wakwiye kugira you know, so but then you'll be like okay ariko reka tubivuganeho, like the same thing you're doing. We respect each other to give each other the time to explain or to have a clue, to bring the awareness, kutanga makuru.
Is it because you think they understand you because you explain yourself to them?
I think they understand me. They don't fully understand me, but they do understand me to their level best. Yeah. This is where we agree to disagree. Like, I see your vision. I see kuri hariya hejuru ariko ndi kukureba. Ntabwo ndakubura, ntabwo kandi nujya hariya ugacubira mu gishanga nanjye ndazamuka hejuru ndebe ahantu manukiye niba nta nyamaswa iriyo yakuririye.
And that's where I stand as well. And you munsi nk'umujana wawe, I also still I can't say I understand you fully.
You can't.
And that's what I'm hoping for today. I'm trying to see, can I understand you? You know, can you understand me? And but I thought family would understand fully. So if they don't understand 100%, how do you take it? How do you live with it? Is it okay with you?
It is very. I think this is the love. The love is that you have someone, you understand someone, you understand the journey, the vision, because vision means it. Sibyo. Bavuga ati mama ngiye ku gasozi runaka azinzira ijyayo. Ariko se murajyana. Ariko ashobora guhamagara se Moise yageze aho ngaho. You know, niba yavuze ati yavuye hano saa 7 sifite telefone azi ko kuva hano ukajya ku Ruheru, agasozi bita Ruheru yenda nk'ahantu mama avuka. Azi ko kuvayo ukajyayo bifata nk'isaha imwe cyangwa amasaha abiri. Let's use we now in the tech era. Azamenya gute ko wagezeyo? Niba mutajyanye yagutumyeyo, sibyo? Yagutumyeyo ati unjyanire ibintu kwa nyogosenge. Ayagutumyeyo nta telefone ihari. Ariko arahazi. Azi n'inzira ijyayo. Ariko wowe ushobora kuba wanyuze inzira yagutindije cyangwa yakwihutije ariko wagezeyo. Ukuntu yagezeyo se aburi yarabizi. Ariko arabizi ko yagezeyo, arakwizeye ko ubutumwa yaguhaye wabugezeyo. Ariko inzira wanyuzemo ntabwo yizi keretse n'uyimubwira. Ariko urayimubwira ryari?
Ariko nashobora gusuggestinga ngo ariko rero hari inzira eshatu zigerayo, ariko iyi ngiyi ni safe niyo yihuta.
Yego. Uzi rero ikintu ukora, njyewe ubundi nakuze ndi umwana uzi abana bavuga ngo ni nkubaganye. Baraga abantu ababyeyi ku ishuri ninde wabizi ikaramu ukubagana nyine. So umwana w'inkubaganye ikintu akora avuga ati ndagutumye nujya kwa nyogosenge unyure hano unyure gutya, inzira urayizi yenda musanzwe munyuranamo kuko bwa mbere mwajya. Ariko umwana w'inkubaganye ikintu akora
ashakisha inzira
mu rutoki agahinduka mu mugenda
ibishokoro bikabanza bikamufata akabikuraho akavumbura ibyo
ashaka kubatanga. Nicyo kintu twakoraga yenda nka kera. Twushaka kujya nk'ahantu kure akavuga ati turebe uri butanga undi. Mukava mwese mukavuga ati tugiye ku Ruheru turebe uri butanga undi. Nese abantu bakumbura gute izinzi.
Ibyo biragaragara mu kazi ukora ka buri munsi. It's a creativity. I mean niba uri nkubaganye ushaka izo nzira zawe we see it in the
ariko ushaka kugera kimwe nuko ushaka guhuriramo n'ikirura kikakumira nyine bakaza gushyira
wiga isomo.
Yeah.
So talking about your journey, of course, success also can be related to mental health because I mean you don't just try once and get there. You know, there's the ups and downs and stuff. Iyo byangaga cyangwa bikagwa byakugiraga ingaruka mentally kumva ko you failed.
Yeah. Urumva iyo avuga some people say, you know, if something doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. There is no in between.
Yeah.
But there is also an in between for people that perceive to be weak.
Yeah. So ni gute wongera guhaguruka when you're feeling weak?
Yes.
How would you?
So iyo uri nkubaganye rero kandi sinzi kugira ngo umuntu avuke ari nkubaganye ikintu bisaba, I don't know, we can ask God who creates.
Yeah.
But iyo uri nkubaganye ikintu kikaguhitinga uravuga ati ariko kera twabyitaga isaragamba ukabona nk'umuntu w'urutogero tuzi kuno abana barwanaga ku ishuri ugasanga abana bafite amagara mato nibo biyenza ziti nakumena
urameneshize
ugatera nk'umuntu bujinyi wamumena gute reka kagabo Dawidi yavuze ngo yakubise Goliyati intuze yo mwitopito ibuye pa crush. He was the macho man. Goliath was a freaking macho man.
Yeah.
But David was a small person. You read the Bible, you know. But then he used that aramujomera avuga ati nubwo ubona uri silverback.
You read the Bible?
Punch you.
You read it?
I read the Bible.
Nice.
I read the Bible. I finished the Bible.
Nice.
Yeah. Rumba, I'm
learning to.
So
I'm learning to.
That's good. So my research is biblical, it's culture-wise, it's everything.
Yeah.
So iyo rero
more coffee?
Yeah. When you have that
can I have milk please?
Some milk. When you have that kind of mindset, which is a state, you'll be like, okay, uragize ariko, you know, when you're strong, you hit uraja hasi, of course. Ariko say, are you giving up? Cyangwa you ready to fight again?
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people do give up akavuga ati akira kigabo ntago nakinesha reka ndivaniramo akanje karene.
So wowe ni strategy wakoresha kugira ngo ntugume hasi wongere ugaruke ugende ube
strategy no mutwe wanjye. It's my mind which I cannot give to anybody. So some people nicho nemera ko some people when we like created, when we born, dufite genes zitandukanye.
Yeah.
Abo uturemangingo tugize wowe Simba
kugeze. So iyo mental strength ukoresha kugira ngo, you know, bouncing back niyo shaka ngo dusangize kugira ngo the young person nawe who's a designer when they fall bavuge bati nakana yakoresheje ikintu byarongera
zamu. Namubwira is to accept to fall more than one time, more than 2 times,
it's normal, part of the journey.
Yes, more than 4 times, more than 1 million fucking times, as long as you're still alive. Fall down and come back to earth. If you don't die,
falling is not dying.
Yeah, exactly. Falling is not dying.
Hariya mu Kinyarwanda baravuga ngo umugabo aguye siko gahunda zigenda ukuntu.
Yeah, exactly. Niba wemera nukwemera ko kugwa byemewe. Nukwemera ko kugwa, it's part of the journey.
Right.
Nukwemera ko we have so many scars, especially we coming from Rwanda. We're talking this thing, we're coming from Rwanda. Tuvuga Ikinyarwanda turiyizi buse niba ngahe baguye bakazamuka. Baguye noneho birenze kugwa. Bapfuye, let me say.
Yeah.
Mental health, but ariko burya iyo uguye ugacika igisebe, you know, iyo uguye ugacika igisebe tubwura ugenze hano ndasitaye, ntabwo ndi bugaruke uko nagiye, ndazana icyo bita inkovu, you know, niba nasitaye
kandi uyisigarane kwigisha isomo izabe reminder,
ariko iyo uje ati wakomereze je nankoraga nacitse ibisebe sinzigo nirutse nyuma y'imodoka sinzigo imbwa zanyirukankanye, I don't know, amaguru yanjye yose, but izo ni inkovu of like an experience. Waguye ariko
and a constant reminder of, you know,
you came back alive. But what you do, ushyiraho umunyu nyine igisebe kikatagira kuma ukagenda ubona uko cyuma, you know. Even recently naraguye no hano hose harashira ndi muri za skating, you know. But
in Italy?
No, here in Kyoto.
Skating?
Yeah. Okay. You saw the video with
yes, in Kibuye when you guys came.
So I was like, I had to learn scary first before I get to this guy. I was like, you know what? The protection is also spiritual, but it's also on the body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uraguye narisenuye kabisa hano ndavuga this is crazy. What the fuck was I doing? You know, but I was like, this is part of the experience.
Yeah.
Nisenuye hano ndavuga nti ariko ngenge kugwa try because
so it's part of you.
Yeah.
It's part of your facing
it's
your difficulties and your fears.
Yes. Yeah, because now it's also especially
greatness is on the other side of risks and fear.
Especially men in Rwanda are not facing their fears. They're just watching from a distance.
What do you believe the fears are?
There are so many fears. There are fears starting from the society.
Yeah.
There are fears of like this society structure. Niburu Muhungu, tuvuge Simba. How old are you?
I'm 32 right now.
You're 32.
Yeah.
How many times did your mom or not your mom, because mom question has actually less, your aunts and uncles. Let me not start from there. Have you asked you, Simba, wowe ni ryari?
Gushaka?
Boku. You just say that. Because you're 32, but there is some
So is that stigma that
that's one of those.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So
muri society to living when you go to
hari stigma iyobora umugabo shaka gutya uzashaka imyaka ufite imodoka none ufite akazu shaka
none wagize ati iyo urangije secondaire tuvuge bahita kugati none se kaminuza ni ryari hari societe yashyizeho umurongo ngenderwaho uko ubuzima bw'umuntu cyane iyo uri umugabo bugomba kugenda.
Yeah.
Surangije kwiga secondaire
ntitubyishyiriraho se between entre twebwe nyine bitewe wenda naho twaturutse. So basically uko mbyumva I think you're saying
n'iterambere rihari kandi byihuta none ariko riri kwihuta riri budusige bamwe muri twe abo riri busige nabo n'ababyeyi bacu ni banko n'abandi kuko bo twabasize kare
kubera yuko barasigara kubera yuko batiadapta kuri iryo terambere cyangwa se kubera yuko baholdinga the past
photo
y'ibyo hanze.
Navuze the trailer of the season that I said, you know, it's a mask. My video starts like, you know, there's a body, a white guy is having a mask, which is a mask that has emotions, the tears. And I saw
you also put on the tent.
Yes. Then you're like, okay, you're serving the mask because this is what everyone is serving. Not everyone, most of the people.
Yeah.
Ariko there are also those people like me, mudu serving a mask, tukayifata, tukayakira, tukayambara natwe, tugategereza ko musubira kuzana ibindi mudusabe, kuzana mask ya kabiri muri mudusavinge, uzinuzana mask ya kabiri urasanga ya mask ahiri, urayisanga aho wayisize. Ariko wagiye ndi kuyishyira, ndi kuyambara. You turned away. You're going to bring another mask. You find me, you find me. When the mask, I just put it because I want to face the lady in front of me. But I just put it and then I put it down.
Yeah. Nese ufite icyizere ko through dialogue tuganye nambara amagambo tukica twaganira. Twageraho we don't have to put on that mask. I don't have to put on that mask. I understand why.
Do you know the end story? How it's gonna end?
Yeah.
There'll be more masks on the table.
But it's not the best thing to do.
Yeah,
it's what I'm saying is difficult. It's the hardest.
It's also the process.
Yeah. So, but okay, how can we
having so many masks? Ukagenda ukazidepoza ukagasanga yagiye. Ariko izubundi izi mask ko zibaye nyinshi reka tuzikoremo ikibumbano. So zabaye nyinshi noneho zayagaye niko tuvuga.
Yeah.
Let's make a status out of it. Let's use the mask.
Nta kuntu like right now. Where I'm saying I don't fully understand, let's say your world, you probably don't fully understand my world, but there's this platform today where we decide to sit down and exchange, have this inhambara magambo, and see if, because I've dismissed things before that I didn't understand, and later turned out to be that, you know what, it's got, and then also nabandi nabo dismissing my world kuko batayumvaga, but later on So that's why I said, you know what, now I know better, we know better. Let's sit down, have intambara. There is a chance that ko yabearing fruit.
Yeah.
So twicaye tukarwanya intambara y'amagambo kuko ngo noneho dufite umutekano wo kuba twapfa twaganira. Kera tuvuge yenda hari igihe urubyiruko rutabashaga kwicara gutya ngo ruganire isaha yose ishire. Twaga tuganira gutya umuryango umuntu yakomangaho, ikintu cya mbere twakoraga ukaba wacomotse wagiye ko ntabwo bavuga ikiri hariya.
Ntabwo bavuze umuje niba yize.
Abo n'abakurambere bacu nka grandpere wajyaga bimbwira ko umuntu yakomangaga akaba yirutse yagiye. Ariko today, and you don't know what's there, it could be evil but it could also be a blessing. Today, as we're sitting here, umuntu yakomanga hano, what is going to be a reaction? Turajya gufungura turebe. Kuko ntabwo badufite. And that could be an opportunity. Yes, and a blessing, exactly. You know. So that's what I'm saying.
We're letting everything in, but it's our choice now to feel it.
Yeah.
You know, mbere nk'uko waruvuze urugero ukoresheje ukomanga, murakomanga. Mbere yuko za gufungura, ninde umuntu uri mu gikari? Ninde?
Out of fear.
Yes, out of fear, but out of consciousness as well. Ninde uje muri uru rugo? Akabanza kubaza ukiri inyuma, ukabanza ukivuga n'icyo uje gukora. Ninde yakumva ndakuvuga ati ni Moise fungura yenda hatanafunze sunika ntabwo hafunze. You know, rero uyu mubaza ninde ni Simba wahe wo kwakanaga uje gushaka iki nje kurahura nta muriro dufite cyangwa turofite ushobora gusubirayo utaninjiye. You know what you do today? The knock, the first thing, you don't even ask who's that. You go to the door and open. Now
with that comfort your comfort dufite umutekano dufite, which means now we can sit comfortably, sit dutuje, and then we talk, we discuss these things.
When you have, like, you know, face to face.
Yeah.
Because now we don't have to be afraid of facing a stranger because we know how to handle a stranger.
Yeah.
If you come to me, you're a stranger, it's the first time I see you, I'm gonna give you what you want.
Yeah.
And it doesn't
and if I don't agree,
it is the reality.
Yeah. And if I don't agree, then
and
we
if
agree
you don't
to disagree.
Agree, you go with that.
And we agree to disagree.
Absolutely.
Ariko tukabana.
Yes.
Half and half.
Yes.
So if we do that now, we recently we didn't do it.
Yeah.
Kandi harabatekereza ko yenda kudakingura ahubwo ukiruka ari umuco. Kuko ariko kera byakorwaga. Ntitumenye ko kumbe byari umutekano muke. Ariko uyu munsi dufite umutekano. Fungura urebe. So
umugirana ikiganiro.
Ubu ngubu mfunguye rero tukareba, do you think ko twageraho twumvikana tugakorana hafi na hafi tukagira icyo tugeraho kiri positive aho guterana amabuye ngo twicane?
Kinini cyane. Kuko ibyo guterana amabuye ngo twicane nibyo noneho mbakurire n'inzira ku murimo. Ntabwo bishoboka. Muri 23 ibyo ngibyo ni ikintu ni mission impossible.
Ariko hari igihe ntera ibuye ntera ikintu kuko nyine ntacyumva kuko ntagisobanukiwe. Ni iki wakora kugira ngo rero
uzi noneho ubu icyabaye turi kuvugana icyabaye nuko tuzi amabuye hari guturuka. Nuko tuzi abantu bari gufata amabuye bayatera. None se ubu mbizi ko Simba ufite ibuye ko mbizi neza ko ndi nje kukureba ufite ibishaka ariko nkemera nkazi uzi icyo uko biri bugende nzi neza igihe uri bujye gufatira ibuye.
Oya
ndabizi
n'ubundi nari ndifite riri inyuma yanjye ahubwo igihe kintu nakoze navuze reka mbaze menye is it worth ndikuriyo nditere cyangwa se ndigumizeyo. Do you think
let's save that for the next tuzareba n'ibiryo buye koko ugiye kuri kubita cyangwa niba turifasha hasi tukajya tukura tukaganira.
Ariko rero
kuri ryabuye.
Ariko rero nanjye unyumve sometimes hari igihe nyine mba mfite ibinyoboye cyangwa se akamenyero ugasanga n'umubiri wanjye wamenyereye guterura ntera without even communicating, thinking and communicating. So
ubu rero aho niho tuzareba ese bifata iki umuntu, because now we're talking about humanity, we're not talking about labels, we're not talking about gay, lesbian, blah 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 blah. Because that is not a problem anymore. We're talking about humanity. Rwanda is talking about humanity, especially I'm talking from a level of experience, but from a level of research, not from a level of just my emotion.
Yeah.
We're talking about humanity. we're talking about ndi umunyarwanda, we're talking about nyine nge ndi umunyarwanda. As Rwandans, let's tuzafata ibintu tubishyire muri cadre noneho ya kinyarwanda. Dushake tubivuge mu kinyarwanda byose ko n'imigani ngendayiki cyangwa n'ibisakuzo. Let's talk about humanity. Umunyarwanda afata ibuye byayenze gute? Umunyarwanda how do dare no kugira igitekerezo? Ko nge naguze inzira 12 zo kugira igitekerezo, guhuza igitekerezo n'ubuzima. Ariko nkakwereka na nyuma y'ubuzima.
Ariko hari igihe mfata iryo buye ngiye kuri gutera kubera yuko ntari kukumva wagiye kure cyane. Are you willing kugaruka inyuma gato aho tubona noneho tuganire sintera iryo buye?
Ni nk'icyo kibazo, am I willing kugaruka inyuma gato?
If I'm willing nanjye kwegera imbere gato.
Exactly, but I will assess according to who. Ese wowe ushaka kuntera ibuye ubundi ndagukeneye. Tubwe ushobora kuzamuka.
Oya turakena nyine nk'abanyarwanda turakenera.
Yes, nibyo ndi kuvuga. Turakeneranye. Ese ngenda gukeneye noneho gukeneye he? Because ushobora kuzamuka ahantu turi kuzamuka umusozi. Sibyo? Ndi kujya kuri kara gasongero kari hariya hejuru. Ese nkeneye umuntu uri hariya ku gasongero ngiye gusangayo. Yenda tuvuga umuntu afite y'urusengero, afite church ku musozi. Shaka kuzamuka ngiye gusenga hariya hejuru. Ese nkeneye pastor uri hariya kuri kara gasongero. Mu gihe ndi hano hasi harimo kilometero 2. Sibyo? Ubu ngubu ni intera intambwe gutya nzamutse nteye metero 100. Umuntu nkeneye ninde muri icyo gihe? Muri metero 100 zanjye njya muri kilometero 2. Umuntu nkeneye ni umuntu uri muri metero 100, ni umuturanyi sanzaho kuko niyerera hariya ndabwira nti nta kabando mwandusha. Ngwino nyegure cyangwa niwe ninanyerera ni uri bufata ku kanya. Hari ikintu bita time. Time uri umupasiteri udashaka kuberinga, ariko uko abantu Kristo bati ntibamenye ko hasi harimo ubunyerere. Ko amateraniro atangiye kuki arivovota kandi ni pasiteri, kuki baba batinza babaririmbye cye ntiwamenye ko imvura yabaye danje hariya hasi. Sibyo? Icyo kintu rero it's the time. Ngewe Turahirwa ntabwo ndasubira inyuma ku bantu batari mu gihe cyane cyangwa se batagize ntakeneye muri metero 100. Kubera ko my aim is to go there. Ariko wowe ningera aho ngaho ndakubwira impamvu nakererewe. So turayumva cyangwa uravuga ati genda uzajye gushaka kandi dusenge. Period.
Right.
Let's see that next time.
But what if sometimes is that, you know, uriya pastor hari uri kugera ariko kwihutisha kubera yuko wowe aho ukiri hariya uri gutekereza ko utamukeneye. But we kuko ari hariya arabizi ko umukeneye.
Yego. Uzimamba ari no kunyihutisha nuko abizi ko ari hariya kubera njyewe. Arabizi ko nkeneye nawe. Yenda ndi bugerayo
kugufasha.
Sibyo? Aho cyandi bugerayo ndirimbe. Cyandi bugerayo nkubure urusengero. There is something
in for him.
Needs me.
There's something in for him as well.
There is something in for him. Niba nta gihari nta nubwo abyitayeho ko nakererewe. Kubera ko we are in contact, ariko there is a distance. And uzi umuntu uri kugenda urwo rugendo ni njyewe njyenyine. Ni njyewe njyenyine, nobody else. Uzi umuntu ndi bukenere n'uwaho urugendo rwanjye rugejeje muri icyo gihe. Niba rero 23 ndi mu rugendo rugana muri 30, ubu muri 23 uzi abantu ndi busubirira inyuma cyangwa ndi bu bend to talk to or to have such kind of conversation. Ni abantu nkeneye nanjye muri icyo gihe cya 23. Ntabwo ari abantu nkeneye muri 30. Uzabo nkeneye muri 30 ariko ndabizi ko bantegereje.
Ariko bajye bavuga ngo abantu igikundi cy'abantu kirusha umuntu umwe. Yenda umutwe umwe ngo mu kintu cya Rwanda ngo wifasha gusara. Kandi society nshyashya creating new things. We don't move or go with the norm. Sometimes we create what works for us. Don't you think nubwo uri kugenda gutya uri umwe yego it's gonna work. It works. It can work. It can fail. But don't you think it would be better if we go as a whole? If we talk it out?
Uzinyenyeri. Ubona inyenyeri
nyota. Nibona ngiswe beta nyota. Rero hara ku kibuye tuzibona kenshi.
Sibora. Ariko uzi umuntu ubona inyenyeri ya mbere. Uzi inyenyeri yo bigeze saa 12. Hari inyenyeri ntabwo buri inyenyeri zizirarira.
Ubona ya mbere nuwararamye.
uwiboneye ya mbere n'uwayiboneye ya bwa mbere nyine hari igihe bavuga ngo babyita kibono umwe nayo ni sinzi niba ari inyenyeri niba ari ubwoko bw'inyenyeri ibonwa n'umuntu umwe kibono umwe ni inyenyeri ya mbere igera ku bicu sibyo ni inyenyeri imwe because inyenyeri zose tubona ku bicu hari iya mbere ihagera ubundi tukaza kubona igicu cyose cyuzuye inyenyeri uziriye ukuntu iba yahageze
ihageze te
reka tuzabire mu gice cya kabiri ibanziriza izindi ihagera gute byayenze gute noneho inyenyeri zaba abantu batari dore inyenyeri how beautiful we take pictures we enjoy the views it's shining n'ukwezi kuri hariya ukwezi ni ku it's lighting for them
abascientists nabo badufasha kumenya ukuntu iba yahageze
exactly so iyi nyenyeri n'ibanziriza and it comes every day we have to accept that nyine hari kibono hari ikintu kibanyuramo and then you like nimba unyuze hano nimba ugize gutya it's happening so but nyuma murabona
mwese inyenyeri
so nazo zikaziza inyenyeri yageze hariya buriya hari set it's safety but inyenyeri ya mbere iba yanyuze buriya muri gushaka izo nzira y'ahandi izindi nyenyeri zishobora
niba yahuye n'ibibazo z'ibyayo anyway so coming back to mental health and what you do and of course what you do being public how do you deal with the negativity or the challenges that come and the backlashes that come with what you do and your brand team yawe I think you've got a big team ukabagumisha on the same line
reka mbisubize mu ijambo ndasenya nkuba
izuzura rya rugusinzo
iyo nzu ntabwo izuzura nyine mu gihe cyayo kuko iyo usenye ukubaka muri especially with this era usenya nkubaka no kuvuga ngo you got a new information it's hitting different then revise revising now it takes me one day to arrive in Rwanda and I deconstruct everything kubera ko ni ya level of independence nageze
so you mean a challenge yijika kugira you change uhindura umuvuno
immediately niyo mpamvu iyo guhindura umuvuno ntabwo ari iby'abantu benshi guhindura umuvuno ni umuntu umwe ushobora kuba ati ndagiye mbonye hariya inzoka reka nce munsi iyi nzoka muhuriye mu muhanda musanzwe munyuramo bashyizemo kaburimbo ukabona irimo ariko wowe ushaka kujya ku gikamyo kiri inyuma y'iyo nzoka uhita uca munsi mu myaka mu murimo w'abandi ugacamo kandi kayira ariko kugira ngo uyitange ugere kuri cya gikamyo gifate wirukanka
so
guca umuvuno it's one person because uwo muvuno nawe ntabwo uba uri sure yawe ariko you take the fucking risk you be like okay I'm not gonna wait for the snake to get away on my way. I'm gonna pass through a shortcut. Nitanga imbere. So that ntabwo ari umuntu wese ubikora, especially iyo kuvuga ati abantu bose nyine nk'uko bivuga abantu bose baguhitinze cyangwa se they're hearing different. Umwe yavuze iki? Ejo is this, ejo is this. People wonder, how does this person survive? Do you know who wonders? Nobody.
So
nobody wonders. They wonder by speaking. That's the poison of speech. That's what everyone is getting. It's not the freedom of speech, the poison of speech.
None in mwisi ya Moses, in your world, ni gute wakwifuza ko abagabo twebwe in our society deal with mental health and all these challenges?
Mbere kuri icyo nari poison of speech. Abagabo ntibemere kugira umwanya, kwiha umwanya, ya kado, icyo bita kado. Ni mwihe kado yo guceceka, yo kugira ngo ndi umugabo ariko reka ngeze akandebe.
Ucecekesha ubugabo.
Ucecekesha icyo wita ubugabo, because njye ntabwo aricyo nita ubugabo. Actually nemera ko umugabo nyawe ari uceceka akiba. Kubera ko we have so much opinions on the things we're not even educated about, on the things we know.
Positive or negative?
Both. Both. Havuga ati njye ndamushyigikiye. Noneho harimo sometimes we take sides. What a fucking side are we taking? because you're probably taking the wrong side.
But how would you know? How would you know the wrong and the right side?
And yeah, you will only know when you get educated about something.
Right.
Let's say we have a topic, LGBTQ+, you know, or we have a topic, mental health. What do you know about mental health?
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about LGBTQ? What do you know about the flag? What do you know about people who label themselves gay, lesbian, and so on? What do you know before you open your mouth?
But you see, someone like me, right?
Yeah.
I may retain myself because I don't understand it,
which is good.
But also, I know better not to oppress, not to be against it.
Yes.
You know,
which is
because I don't understand.
Yeah.
Maybe when I do understand and don't agree or something, then I might point out what, you know. But
you might, because that's the end result.
Yeah.
You definitely will, because.
No, we have to be a bit of optimistic about the future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the time you gave to me.
Yes, exactly. Kugira ngo mfate igihe cyane cyo kugira ngo nige nsobanukirwe mbere yuko
noneho umwanya nawo dukeneye nta nubwo ari wo it's not necessarily physical. Because we have this thing.
Yeah.
This thing
but that can also be toxic.
This thing nicyo kigiye kutumara. This thing I'll forward on your WhatsApp, you open next time, it's a bomb. You're fucking finished. It's not my business. You open a sex tape of somebody, you're finished because you've seen it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you've seen, but you can tell me what you've seen. Yeah. There is a scene in there. When you're seen, you cannot know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, don't say if you're not interested, if you're a taboo, if that is a fucking taboo to your religion, to yourself, it's harmful to you. Why do you open a harming subject? This one, and also it's a taboo. It's harming because people are misusing this thing, and everyone has it now. I was looking at my stories when we were connecting Rwanda with MTN. You know, last time, sending phones, smartphones, WhatsApp. Do you know what these people do? They just buy bundles. Bro, I'm broke. Do you know what they do with the bundles? It's just watching bullshit. No sense. Navuga niba udafite YouTube channel yawe cyangwa y'umuvandimwe wawe tuvuga uri gusapotinga nawe uzi ibyo avuga kavuga ati Simba ngenda muzi ndamureba kubera ko muzi kubera ko nzi ibyo avuga yabimbwiye twarabiganiriye. You watching a TV show y'umuntu udafite na profile, who's like you don't know that person, ariko yashyize article hanze, you're the first person to go and watch. You're fucking misusing that.
But you know, change is ntago ari ikintu twimbracing dufata vuba buri impinduka biratugora kuyakira. Niwibuka nkara convention iri kera hari isoko ry'amakara barabwiye ngo turabimuye barasaba no we don't know, ntago ari ikintu babumva batije ko ikintu kizima. A few years later bashyize convention barambara iko tukaza ukarya selfie and you love it. So change is very
I don't agree with that.
But you know, not agreeing, because also me, there's a lot of things that I agree with.
I agree with it.
Yeah.
In a way. So the thing is that, like, niba tuvuge convention murahagize hari isoko ry'amakara mushize convention.
Iterambere.
Iryo ni iterambere. Ariko se iyo convention ihuriye he n'ibyari bihari by'amakara? Ese iyo convention muzashyiramo basi agasboot gacuruza amakara? Let's say.
No.
For the memories.
No,
so this is what we're doing. It's fucking wrong. It's wrong. It's not serving anything.
It does
it's not
serve at a higher
of the people. Tuvuge umuntu afite memories ko shabankuyemo mu gasoko kanje k'amakara nyine bampaye amafaranga. Ubu ngubu icyo ufata is to wear a suit on the sun and take a selfie. Is that your convention center?
But you know the purpose of life is development. Everything grows, everything evolves.
It evolves according to who?
To nature. Life evolves. Urya avoka ugati hariya giti kigakura. Utera jardin ukabona.
Twemeranye ko noneho hari abantu bari gukurura cyane bishyira. Sibyo?
Nibyo rero
bakeneye intambara, bakeneye za nkwavu zivuga ati ariko nubwo uri kunzika ngenzanye iyo tuvuze
intambara y'amagambo
uziritse ihene 10 cyangwa 12 ni iki gitera ubwoba ihene tuvuga ukazishyiramo inyamaswa itera ubwoba
ihene zo ku kibuye haciye imodoka ziraguruka
sibyo none ugashyiramo caterpillar ukavuga ati caterpillar igeze hano waziritse ipfundo ringana za hene harimo imwe izaca ikiziriko bwa mbere ntabwo zizazicira rimwe kubera the fear or whatever is happening muri iyo environment
none se tuwacishije caterpillar kikagenda buhoro cyangwa izinyikuruwe kugira ngo idatuma
voilà now we're talking izo caterpillar ko muri kuzijyana muri kilometero 100 kandi hari ihene nyinshi hano ku muhanda
but you see hari ibintu yenda tuvuga nanjye ntemeranye n'ibintu byinshi cyangwa se ntemeranye nawe ariko nkaba patient enough kumenya before ryabuye kuri kubita cyane menye
Simba iyo kintu uvuze ta patience
to learn
that's the only issue we have. People are not patient. Everyone wants to wake up and make it. Everyone to wake up and be Martians. Everyone wants to be Simba. Everyone wants to live everyone's life. Like, where is yours?
So you think patience will help us fight that mental health better?
It's the only thing. Ariko se ni ahubwo tureba izo nzira zinyurwamo kugira ngo umuntu akore ave patient.
Ese ubundi kuri wowe niki
uri patient ese ubundi uri gukora iki uba wicaye cyangwa uri gukora iki how does patience looks like
so kuri wowe what makes a man
is his mind it's not his private parts it's not his macho it's not his muscles it's not his beard it's not whatever you wear it's not the suit it's not the tie because this tie and the suit sorry, I'm more creatively, but also in the clothing. My research showed me how a suit or a certain outfit you're wearing gives you an extra confidence. Iyo ngiye nambaye gutya cyangwa nkambara suit nkashyiramo cravat nkajya mu biro nkajya mu nteko, there's an extra confidence. It's completely different from the human I am. Basta. It's different because you put on a suit, ugafata isakoshi gutya, ukajya muri Range Rover cyangwa V8, you feel like you're the shit. You feel like you can tell a lady to, you know, you have an opinion on what a lady is doing and how breaking culture they are doing, how taboo they are because you're wearing it. You're in a certain position. There's nobody's gonna fight somebody's fight.
You have to fight your own.
There is the structure that has to fight their fight. N'abagabo noneho turi kuvuga kuri mental health in men. N'abagabo bari muri structure ariko badafite indero. Because I see it that way. Indero ni ukuvuga ngo ntabwo ari abana ariko mu mutwe n'abana.
In the sense
mu
of?
mutwe in a sense of wearing a suit and putting a tie and feel like you're entitled on somebody's life. You're messed up. And we are gonna mess you up more. And the structure is gonna mess you up more.
So you're saying that
it's the same man.
So you're saying that fashion or style has no gender?
No, it should not have a gender. It has a gender at the moment. It should not have a gender. It should be fluid. Wear the fuck you wanna wear. Who cares? You know, if I have the links, okay.
But that's what I was saying.
Then, you know, my mom was like, nese bigenze bit. Ashira irya kabiri, she gets familiar. Ashira irya gatatu, noneho nta nubwo realizing ko hagiye hirya mbere cyangwa the first tattoo is like a taboo. Utangiye kwitobagura se noneho, you know, that's the second, so it's getting familiar.
Ariko ibyo navugaga ko change nyine ntago yoroshye. Nanjye ntago wandenganya if the norm to me ibyo menyereye.
Nuko turi kwita change. There's nobody changing that thing.
No, ariko se niba narakuze cyangwa se nzi ngo numva ko kwambara suit it's what makes me a man. It could be wrong, it could be right. No, ugahita ukambwira ati no, you can even wear uyu mwitero and you still that. Can mo hagati y'aba transition yo kugira ngo nanjye mu mwanya learn as to why, because going from here directly there urumva nta mwanya nanjye nabonye yo embracing here change. It's coming too fast. So you see, it can also be a bit unfair.
Ni kwezi turi kurebana na cyakintu tutari bwirengagize. Timing na distance.
Yes.
Sibyo. Na love, self na love na bya bintu turi kwigomba. Ibyo bintu dushaka gufeedinga imbaga nyamwinshi ukoresheje icupa rimwe ry'amazi. Si ibyo bintu birashoboka. Hagiye kubaho Yesu rero utubura imigati.
Na divai.
No, they say, because I'm like, the society, nobody can change the society. There's gonna be some people sacrificing what they could eat, you know, to give to neighbors, to their friends, to share.
Yeah.
No sharing, iyo uvuze ati bigira inka munyarwanda uhera ku munyarwanda umwe ukamuhinga uvuga ati nibyara uzahe mugenzi wawe, uzoroze mugenzi wawe, nawe uzoroze mugenzi wawe, then the end Rwanda will have cows.
Ariko ushaka kuvuga ati nibyari ya gatatu ari uzatanga.
Ariko hari ba bandi babona bahaye uwa mbere ngo ariko ngengennye kumurusha ngo kujye mutamereho. This is the fucking struggle. We all want to be the same. We want to have all the same thing. Gosha Simba agenda mu modoka iriya niyo nzagura. Maybe it's a gift. You know?
Yeah.
Ngo afite meshe ngo shanguriye ngo wazimushyiriyeho ndamuzi. The ladies are always in the competition. What the fuck are you competing for?
Be happy with yours.
Dufite n'umutwe ujyaho meshe, but you like the color. Uhise wiba nimero y'uwazi uzashyira ngo ariko ntushyiraho nk'ibyantuze. Nibyo ngo ngiye kubiryoshye. You know, with the competition, it's like you know that person. If wearing shades and the drape looks good on me, do you think it's gonna look on you the same way? Find what looks good on you. You know how do you find it? Is that you have to fake it. You have to fake my look. Ukireba muri miroir ukavuga ati ndaberewe cyangwa ndabihiwe. Let me change. Maybe I change the color. Maybe red nisa neza kuri njye. But you have to touch it. You have to experience it. If people are interested in discovering, nibyo twavugaga to end this. Niba ari abantu bari interested in discovering, try. Niba uri interested muri LGBTQ cyangwa you judging gay, lesbian, labels, you know, abanyacyangugu, abaha, if you're judging certain stereotypes in the society, go and try and have an idea.
Are you causing trauma and mental health by judging stereotyping and stuff?
Yes. Okay. Because people are ubungubu abantu bose naba judge. Ngo kuse ngura mu type man, ngo se mamuvugana iki, ngo se mwavugana iki. They think what do you see? Because if you see me, this is a picture. Take a picture, frame it, analyze me from the hair, white, shades, drip, lips, tattoo, everything. You analyze it according to moving to be kurim.
But you know, I had a friend.
So people have trauma. Yeah. You have to accept.
Yes.
Especially Rwandans, nta munyarwanda udafite trauma.
Yeah.
Icyo ngicyo cyo tucyemeranya.
Twayifasha gute se kugira ngo igabanyuke ntituyigire?
Uzi urwaye ukajya kwa muganga, ntabwo ari ubwira muganga imitago, uwo mubwira uko arwaye akagusuzuma, avuga ati numvishe umuriro wandiye, akakubaza se mu bikano harakurya hanani, urakorora akagenda bivura. Ariko uzi ikintu kiri kwica abanyarwanda ni uko turi kujya kwivuza dufite n'imiti, turi kujya kwivuza dufite na report y'ibyo turwaye,
ariko nuko tutabizi ko iyo ariyo miti. Twamenya gute ko ari uwo miti umuntu akawufata sitarenze kugera?
Nicyo navuze, icyo turi bumenye especially men nuko turi bugende nk'abarwayi nyine tukisuzumisha, tukavuga icyo muganga tubajije, tugasubiza, noneho wagasuzuma akavuga ati reka tukunyuze mu cyuma. Ariko rero we are failing that. Some people, most of men, because I can tell you the truth, they're gonna be more affected because ibyo ngibyo iyi ntambarije cyangwa iyo umuntu akubisemo bombe, hari abarokoka n'abandi bagakira. Bombe rero iraje, hari abari burokoke, hari n'abari bupfe.
None igihe cyo nshaka kuvuga rero ni gute twayibona itaraza tukayifatira hariya itarenze guterwa?
Abayifatira hariya bari kuyifata. The warning has been there. Abayifatira hariya bari kubona aho iri guturuka. Uzi ikintu bakoze, bagabanyije umunwa.
Urabona hari
because bari kubona bombe iri hariya, bavuga ati aha reka nigira ku kazi nikorera utwanye. Ariko hari abandi bari kuvuga buriya se ngo yashobora shango ngo ngiye ngo reka nyipe iraguturitsa cyangwa upfe cyangwa ukire. That's it.
Hari umushito wanjye twagi yigaga amategeko turi kwiga ku ishuri. That's what I was busy doing. And then hari akanamuko yagiye akunda kuvuga buri gihe twaseraga tugapfa utuntu tw'ubusa mu rugo mu nzu twize kubanaho gato. Yagiye akunda kuvuga ngo your rights end right way my rights begin. So uvuze gutyo ngo me I'm like this, I'm there, I'm there, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, ariko nanone nihe twahura ku buryo how you are cyangwa se what you're doing bitambangamira nanjye, you know, finding that balance.
Yes.
Do you think
uzi the finding the balance nyine nuko burya iyo ufashe initiative to request something, uba wamaze kumenya ikintu ushaka. Ukavuga ati Moses, I have an idea ko tuzagirana ikiganiro, I have a topic vanilla taboo, dushaka ko tuzaganira kuri mental health, kuko wowe wamaze ufite section already, ufite igitekerezo, ariko reka tuzungurane igitekerezo,
numve n'ukuntu dealinga your mental health
cyangwa ukuntu dealinga nabyo, because you have the idea, your idea, you think I have an idea as well, and you want us to exchange.
I was curious to know, obviously recently you've been the topic of conversation, and there was all sorts of, you know, comments, opinions and everything. How did you deal with it, and what did it do to your mental health?
Good. I think it made my mental health stronger.
Right.
And how I dealt with it is that I accepted it to come and go. It's like when you have a rock or when you protect it, if you think about Gurja, you know where or how one's are good to look. So in the box, you see, you punch, you dodge. You know, but do you see the punch coming?
Right.
When you see the punch coming, you wagize igihe cyo kwiga how to box. You know when it comes, it may hit a little. You know, ashobora gukora kuri shoulders yari yaviziye umutwe, but then you know give the head. But you know so you're staying
awake to see where it's coming from.
Exactly.
What is the message that you want to send out today to help the next person who was watching this today?
I think, as you say, that was a really great case study, and I think if we take that case study, when you have a case study, you start to analyze. So let's say people now are aware of many things, different kind of information, because awareness needs to be so that you start analyzing. Niki kinkorera, niki nkeneye mu buzima bwanjye, niki ntakeneye, niki nkeneye kijyanye n'ibyo nkora, kijyanye n'ubuzima
ariko ntikunze cyane ngo kinabangamire the next person.
Exactly. Kijyanye n'ubuzima bwanjye, niba hari icyo cyafectinga kuri side yanjye cyangwa kuse ku buzima mbayeho, mu mikorere, mu mivugire, mu mirebere, muri gahunda zose, amanywa n'ijoro, ushobora gukora icyo kintu nkagikoraho. Niba ntaho nkuriye nacyo, eske ndagikeneye cyangwa nzagikenera ahazaza? Niba uzagikenera ahazaza, birakwiye kutangira kugishakaho amakuru, research. So point one is niyo nabwira abantu nyine, niba amakuru koko ahari, niba uri interested in ayo makuru, amakuru ufite ngewe ntazi tuvuge, let's omit everything. Niba hari amakuru ufite, eske uyafiteho amakuru ahagije aguha ubushobozi cyangwa se ububasha bwo kuyacira urubanza, cyangwa nta makuru na make ufite ariko uri umucamanza. So that's it. Let's agree to disagree until we have amakuru ahagije, noneho tukajya mu mizi twayasesengura tukavuga ati harya umucamanza ninde, harya ucibwa urubanza ninde, nabambwe nagire gutya. What is that?
Nkuko twabivuze kare,
no turi muri gahunda nkuko uvuga, you know, the vanilla taboo, but we have to start ahantu duhera ni mu Rwanda, turi abanyarwanda, turi Kinyarwanda, ni mu migani, ni mu sigamigani, ni mu byo twahawe, ni mu bihari byose, ni mu magambo y'Ikinyarwanda dukoresha, rimwe na rimwe dukoresha neza, ubundi tukayakoresha nabi, ni mu mico, ni mu muco wa Kinyarwanda, ni mu mategeko y'u Rwanda, ni muri ndi umunyarwanda. Izo ndangagaciro noneho dufite dushyira hariya, kuko indangagaciro ntabwo ari amategeko. Hari indangagaciro, hari amategeko arenga avuga mu Banyarwanda. Inteko Ishinga Amategeko iri hariya, dukurikize amategeko, amabwiriza n'amategeko bikurikizwe in the meantime.
Nkuko nabivuga, tunafashe ntidusigane cyane, tu dropping, yumva za bomb dukururane cyane,
let's put the guns down. So let's put the guns down, have a conversation. Buriya niyo umuntu ari depressed, it's not important to say ariko ndabona ari depressed. When you say that someone is depressed, you are depressed.
but they can seek help, you know.
Yeah, they can seek help, but burya hari umuntu I was having a conversation last night with my friend Cedric nta muntu ushobora kunkunda njyewe birenze uko nikunda ariko hari abagukunda urukundo really unconditional
ugukunda ashaka kugira ariko ndatekereza ko ushaka kuri muri ikunda nabi yerageje gutya isi hari cyo
asa umuntu wikunda nabi buriya
hari ibikora
then it's not love
hari ibikora atabizi
no ariko iyo bikoze atabizi akogwa mu muriro tuvuge ngo ntabwo ushobora kumenya ko umuriro utwika utaragutwika sibyo niba wumva ko umuriro utwika no kuvuga urajyana nk'ikiganza umuriro uzamuke uhitinge uko bishyushye ko biri kumbangamira Yovana cyangwa uvuga ati yewe ndumva ibiganza cyane byanye nshaka kubihindura umukara birantweka uze ushyiraho tatu ukuntu tatibabaza
ariko nyishaka kubwira nti hari ahantu nakoze ugenda shya witonde ntukoreho
ariko nta yes mfite amakuru yuko wakoze ugashya ariko nanjye yenda ntago ntinya umuriro nta I'm ready gushya navuga nawe ko se kwa mutwitse dushobora kuba dufite amaraso atandukanye hari tukiga no muri primaire hari abantu bavuga ngo hari amaraso adafatwa n'umuriro ngo mubisiga akawurebera kure ariko sibyo ariko twategeza ko ashaka kuba adafatwa n'umuriro kandi wagenda afite scotch mu ntoki sibyo agafata tuba dusiga akagira gutyo ngo ngiye nkaraba amasinga kandi afite scotch it's plastic it doesn't take electricity so hari abagenda gufata ya masinga twitwaje plastic twitwaje protection.
Obviously, we had a long chat, and first of all, I appreciate it. And secondly, I would like to end this with, because we had a lot of disagreements and some agreements, and we kind of agreed to disagree. Yeah. Now I want to end this with a story, man, a personal story. Where in high school I had I don't know if I've told you this before, but I had a friend who was different. Well, at least my friend's story was different, and they used to kind of apana kuma abusing ariko nyine kumusunika hirya because he was, you know, he was a little bit chabakobwa, and this was in high school out of Rwanda. Rero mbere yuko ngenda kwiga aho ngaho, when I left Rwanda, there's two things I didn't know. I never knew what racism was. I never knew what homosexuality was. I learned this in high school out of Rwanda. Ariko nani the idea y'umuntu w'abachabakobwa. So me, when I got there, I thought the guy was chabakobwa. At a later stage, as you know, he will live his life, carry on, get married in my young brain. So now I protected him for a couple of years, you know, from grade maybe 9 to grade 12 matric. Dukora ikizami cyane exit. I remember very well. It was engineering and graphic design. For me, it was too long. Whatever. So so he waited for me downstairs. So besides protecting him because I wanted justice, and you know, why you guys abusing him, why you calling him these names or whatever, I didn't know what was behind it. And then he became very close friends with my girlfriend. So they'll hang, sometimes even go to see my girlfriend over the weekend, amusangayo bachilinze or whatever, and then he became my brother, you know. And then almost he waited for me downstairs. Ndamanuka sangara aonga arambwira yo what's up, but I just serious cyane, I want to talk to you. You know, you've always been you know, protecting me, understanding me or whatever, and I told him, man, I'm hungry. Tumanuke kuri tuck shop. Tujye kurya tunagani. And then he dropped the bomb. You know, he told me, he told me, you know, where he stood, you know, with his sexuality and how different we were. And honestly speaking, before that, I never understood that. Therefore, I was against, you know, which today I can't say I'm not for and I'm not against, because I still don't understand, you know, 100%.
Exactly.
So what happened was, he was already my brother, you know. He was already a brother of mine. You know, I care about him as any of my boys today. So we sat and I told him, you know what, I don't understand it, and we're not going to take too long on this. And then I asked him, I tried to pursue him, to pull him on my side and say, but you know, we're young, you know, you've never tried anything. You know, how can you take the decision? And he told me, no, I haven't tried anything, but I do see on TV the Cristiano and you guys when you're playing soccer, and then when I sleep over your girlfriend's house, we also get to talk and change in front of each other, and you know, the response is not the same,
Yeah.
right? I'm taking too long with this story, sorry, but I have to get to the point.
Yeah.
So the conversation went on, but he was already a brother. We already had a relationship, a brotherhood relationship.
Yeah.
So the conclusion was now that we agreed to disagree.
Yeah.
He did not understand me.
Yeah.
I did not understand him.
Yeah.
Ariko, he was a brother.
Exactly.
Tugomba kubana. So I really want to end this also on that note and say,
Yeah.
you know, you're my boy before anything that happened,
exactly.
and you're still my boy.
Exactly.
And I don't think much should change, but also as I haven't yet concluded or understood, you know, your side, and also as you don't understand my side 100%. Let's say in the meantime, and say, I'm Moses. I will keep my Moses.
Yes.
You Simba, you keep your Simba.
Simba.
I'm not gonna pull you my
Exactly.
side. You're not gonna pull me your side.
Yeah.
Until you show you understand me or you don't understand me.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to end this
exactly.
and say thank you very much for agreeing to be, you know, on Vanilla Taboo.
No, I really appreciate it.
And definitely also, you know, letting it out and speaking to us.
Yeah.
You know, so for your followers here, I mean, should be coming out soon. We'll work on it. So we have this culture on Vanilla Taboo, where the previous guest Asigira challenged the next guest. And recently, you know, we had a talk with Keza, and she left a challenge for you.
What would you tell your younger 17-year-old when you were 17 years old? Right now, I don't know how old you are, but what would you tell him or her?
I will give a 17-year-old Moses the advice that goes as follows. Wake up, look yourself in the mirror, you have your thoughts, go out, exercise it, and come back the night, have a rewind, and then make your own decision. You as one person.
Right.
The rest will follow.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So now, on to the next guest. What challenge are you leaving the next guest?
I'll leave the same challenge.
The same? You don't want to be changing a bit? It can be anything. They can donate anything to a mental health patient. It can be anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
I will add on that what Keza left me.
Okay.
So if you give yourself, I don't want them to give themselves an advice of like 17-year-old or younger.
Yeah.
But if you did have that as a thought to yourself,
right?
How would you implement the next 6 minutes in your life after this conversation? After your conversation.
Nice.
What can they implement? Implement ni ukuvuga action mu minota 60 ikurikiyeho avuye hano. Yeah.
Is a better person, a worse person?
No, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. What is the action?
Nice.
The first action in the next 60 minutes that I'm gonna take?
Brother, thank you very much. Thank you for
really
being on Vanilla Taboo. You heard from the man. Mental health is no joke. It can either make you or break you. If you feel anything that goes along those lines, please seek help, get helped. There is help out here. There's nothing mainly about suffering in silence. See you on the next show.